So it was a situation where me and the other guy got into it, and it led to me trying to shoot him and accidentally killing Jeffrey.
Prison Stories 101. We actually have him back in the building. T-Winn, how's it going?
Oh man, it's going great. Thank you for having me.
Man, I appreciate you coming back, man. When I say back in the building, man, when I first started this Prison Stories, your conversation was one of the first ones I had. I was just trying to figure out this channel, see where it goes. And, I would appreciate you for coming in early on. If you don't mind, what I'd like to do is first have you reintroduce yourself and tell them how much time you served.
My name is T-Winn, and I served 30 years, 7 months in Angola. I went in at the age of 16. I was tried as an adult, and I did 30 years and 7 months.
Oh, man, when someone says 30 years and 7 months, again, I've had a lot of people on this platform to where, they've done 5, 10, some 10, some 15, some 20. 30 years of your life. As I want to kind of, go back to the beginning, if you don't mind, again, you've already said this before, but I want to kind of reiterate the story of what happened. What age were you when you went in?
I was 16.
16 years old. Where was this charge caught?
It was caught in Shreveport.
Shreveport, Louisiana. As far as being 16 years old, what year was it as far as your incarceration?
I went in, the charge happened on Christmas night, and I was arrested a few days later. So this was 1989. So I went in 1989, Christmas night. Well, the charge happened Christmas night, but I was like I said, caught. I was captured like 3 days later.
All right, if you don't mind just kind of catching up to speed, what was the reason what was the crime?
The crime was a murder and attempted murder. Being a kid, not being able to stop myself from committing a crime against a brother named Jeffrey Owens. I have to give reference to Jeffrey because had that night never happened, I wouldn't be sitting here and I wouldn't be on a positive path that I'm on because it took something so detrimental for me to change my life around.
Yeah. As far as the situation with Jeffrey, can you or do you mind speaking on what that situation was, what happened? Mind you, you're 16 years old, so I'm assuming, is he a young man as well, or?
Yes, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff was also young. I think Jeff was we was like the same age, or he was a year older than me. I think Jeff was like a year or two older than me, but he was a young man. And but Jeffrey had nothing to do with it. Jeffrey was an innocent bystander to the situation. It was a situation between me and another guy, and he survived, and so it was a situation where me and the other guy got into it, and it led to me trying to shoot him and accidentally killing Jeffrey.
Let me ask you, at that age, 16, would you call yourself or label yourself a killer? Did you have that mentality, or was it more so it'll be them before me? Or were you walking around being an aggressor?
I think I was walking around being a product of my environment. So I think all the things that you just described, I think that I carried all of that, because the streets make you think at that young age, it makes you think that you're invincible. It makes you think that better him than me. Yeah. And if I do it and get caught, I'm coming right back out because I'm a kid. Yeah. But the system had other designs, and God had other designs for me. Instead of going and coming back, I was tried as an adult, and I was sent to the bloodiest penitentiary in America, Angola.
Angola.
Yes.
30 years Angola.
30 years.
We're going to speak about that, but as far as just them trying you as an adult, is that Louisiana state law for them to do that, or what was the circumstance for them to push you up to that? Did they hold you long enough?
No, it was Louisiana law, but it didn't apply to everybody. So it was like my situation became kind of, political, because like months before my situation, after we just coming off the heels of the Cedar Grove riots, where a white woman killed the black guy in Cedar Grove, and Cedar Grove erupted. But her killing was on the heels of a white guy killing a black guy at the Hot Biscuit. So a month later, she do what she did, and the city erupted. Where the spot that it happened at, it was like it was violence going on. So it became political. So me being the next kid that took someone's life, I was tried as an adult. And Tammy, that's the woman that killed the guy. We had the same judge. Tammy got 12. I think the white guy name was Jason. I can't remember exactly. I forgot his name. But he got 10, and I got life.
Life?
Yes. I think he was 19. She was like 18 or something, 17 or 18 when she did it.
Yeah.
And I was 16, and I'm the only one came out with life.
Do you feel they were trying to make an example of you?
Yeah, they definitely did.
What part of Shreveport did you grow up in? What neighborhood, if you don't mind me asking?
The Cooper Road.
Cooper Road. So for those that don't know, the Cooper Road, of course, a historic neighborhood. Probably, I'm assuming in the circumference, probably the most black families live in that area as of right now, in regard. So understanding being a product of your environment. Yeah. As a 16-year-old child, who was in your corner, help, as you were fighting this case? Was your mom, your dad, brothers, sisters, uncles, grandmama?
Yes, my mom. My mom's side of the family was there. So I had really, really good support from my mom's side of the family. Plus I had lawyer homeboys, that wrote it out with me. Some throughout the 30 years and 7 months, some died, some went to prison. But, for the most part, I had a really, really great support team from friends, something that's rare, something that you don't really see, especially with me being 16 and these guys steady living their lives, steady going on, but they never forgot about me.
Yeah.